Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to We Out of Time. Let's jump right into it. The Maui fires has happened this week. A lot of speculation has gone around about what caused it. The death count has been rising, and it's still on the rise.
Yep, still growing.
I want to go around the room, see what you guys know about the Maui fires.
I've been looking into it. It's kind of crazy what's going on right now. Some people are blaming global warming. I'm not sure if you've heard about some of the causes that we've known so far.
I have heard of different reports about different causes of it. I have my opinion on what caused it. You probably have your own. Let me hear it.
So I heard that some of the electrical lines from Hawaiian Electrical actually did, well, because of the current winds that are going through there, actually pulled them off of the poles and stuff, and then it lit like bushfires. But I heard some speculations about some conspiracy theories. I know you're more of our conspiracy guy. I don't know if you heard any of those.
So you think there's some foul play with involved or what?
Maybe. I mean, this could all be an insurance play. I know that the financials in this is already reaching like $6 billion.
With a B?
With a B.
Fuck.
See, here's the crazy part, bro. Like, what I've heard, anyways.
Bro.
They're saying that all the areas that were burned were like residential areas, like these are areas owned by people.
Oh, okay. I see what you're trying
You
to
know
say.
what?
And all these areas were burned, and all these businesses weren't burned because the parking lot saved the building.
That kind of makes sense.
Because the fire couldn't get to the building because the parking
It couldn't
lot-
travel
Exactly.
to it. Okay.
While all these other homes were damaged, destroyed, and I've heard that the reason this happened recently is because these people were not willing to sell their land to these businesses, and well, the businesses kind of wanted that land, and well, they talked to the government about it, and one way or another, that land is available now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right now.
I know that.
Nobody wants to live there right now.
No one can, pretty much, right?
The firebenders.
And what's up, Mark?
If this conspiracy theory is true, then how would the businesses buy the land? Because you feel that the landowners would just give it up? What if a landowner wants to rebuild on it?
Most people, after they lose their homes, will not have enough money to rebuild. So they're going to have to forcefully sell their land to the government, and then the businesses will buy it from the government.
So there's a policy and procedure of selling it as is to the government?
I know right now that Biden's actually trying to get everyone into FEMA, the new program.
What's this FEMA?
I don't know, Alex. I didn't look into it.
Well, then why the hell did you mention it?
Well, I was going
Well, I
into
thought
that
FEMA
point.
was more of like,
Look, this guy knows.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
heard exactly,
No.
but I thought it was
A
more of
femur?
like a natural disaster organization that helps people rebuild or come to safety.
Also, like
I'm not sure if it's related to real estate though. I didn't know about that.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
So hypothetically, say Biden did step in and help the businesses have an opportunity to buy it, that would incriminate the president of the United States.
Well, I'm not saying the president did it, but you know.
No, I'm not saying that either, but he's becoming an accomplice.
Canceled.
It's all business, and this ain't none of my business. You know, it's all about what brings money to the
It's
island. I
what's
guess.
good for
Yeah,
business, bro.
Pretty much.
These people weren't willing to sell,
So they got
used
forced
this.
out.
They used this new technology.
They got smoked out.
Yeah, they got smoked out. Yes, this
What
isn't.
technology?
See, now he said there were electrical fires. I heard something else.
What did you hear?
What'd you hear through the grapevine?
I heard it through the grapevine, so take it with a grain of salt. All right. There's this new technology out that is attached to jet planes that can control the weather. Yes, this is weaponry that can control weather. All right. I know it sounds crazy, Dennis. You give me those.
And
What the hell
I've
are
heard
you
of that
talking
stuff.
about?
That's true. I heard that they do that in Dubai.
Yeah, how did they start the fire with this technology?
They were able to it's kind of like a solar beam in a way. Like they light.
Lex Luthor.
They activate.
You mean heat vision?
Kind of. So they're able
Cyclops.
to fire heat waves into the grass.
Brush.
Yes. And then make it look. Yes, exactly. Because here's the crazy thing, Dennis. There's some areas that were completely not touched.
Oh, not touched.
Not touched at all.
So it looks strategic.
Yes. Thank you, Dennis. I like
But
the word you
media's
used.
not showing any of those non-touched videos.
Well,
I
no,
haven't seen any.
right now that's not what people want to hear. They want to hear about how many people are dead, who is helping, who is what's going on? Is anyone still alive? Can we still visit there? Because people were planning to go to Maui, but I don't think they're gonna be able to go for a while.
Hey, do you know the death toll already? How many people
Oh
are
yeah,
dead?
as of right now, as of 10 hours ago, recorded today, there's 93 confirmed dead,
That's it.
and it's on the rise though. So
That's it though.
well, I think these are burnt bodies, bro. Like it's gonna be hard to find this DNA and confirm these people that are dead. There's gonna be a lot of missing people, but as of right now, confirmed officially, 93.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because
So,
what's up
You're
there?
saying that Maui is not totally destroyed, it's only some residential parts?
A lot of
It's
residential.
mainly residential.
Mainly residential.
Because on the news it looks like the whole fucking island is burnt to crisp.
Yeah, well,
That's not true?
I mean, you can believe what you want, bro. I don't know what news
They could
outlet you
zoom in.
watch, but
I want to zoom out. I want to see the
That's
whole
what I'm saying.
island.
Like they could zoom in and make it.
yeah,
you know,
it zoom into and then cut off the areas that aren't burnt. They're controlling the narrative, not us.
yeah. So you're telling me this was one hell of a luau?
This is a very hot and spicy barbecue, all right, and it went a little too far, all right.
A little extra crispy.
Yeah, left the grill on too long. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's currently happening at Maui. What are you guys' final thoughts on it? Let's start with E-Man.
I don't know, man. It's definitely something devastating. It's really sad to see all these deaths, all these problems that are going on right now. If these conspiracy theories are true, it's a pretty big depiction of how our society is working right now, how scary it is, and how little power we actually have. Because now there's so many of these people that have no homes, no assets, basically.
You know what this reminds me of?
No, I don't know.
Hurricane Katrina.
Well, this is worse.
Just another national disaster.
Yeah.
That kind of just has everybody like, look over here, what's going on?
You know what? What if this is a front for something else? They're hiding something else.
Well, they say the best way to get rid of evidence is to burn that shit down.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about you, Ace? Your thoughts on the Maui fires?
I mean, yeah, it sucks that it happened, and like, pretty much it's business, bro. Like, a lot of people that I know, like, oh, let's go to Hawaii. It's a vacation, it's a resort, and it's good for business over there. If you're the company that has those type of resorts, but the residentials, like, yeah, they're like, oh, look at this brother over here. Like, what the fuck? Like, they don't want to be part of that shit. They might even work there, but in reality, like if they don't want to be involved with it, they're not gonna sell the property. So the mega corporation can like have a huge resort and shit. So like, kind of like piggybacking on what you said, like the conspiracy, like if that is true, like there is some foul play at work, that fucking sucks. They definitely got burned. And then kind of what I wanted to add as well, like, yeah, maybe it is like a national disaster for right now. So we're looking at it as a magnifying glass, like, yo, look at this shit. And right over here, they're fucking like, oh yeah, aliens. Yeah, forget about that shit.
Yeah, forget about the aliens, bro. Yeah,
It's just a distraction, but it's unfortunate that, casualties and homes were like burned, bro. That sucks.
Yeah. Dennis, final thoughts on the Maui fires?
I think I would be pissed if I found it was a magician trick where they fucking just did whatever they wanted in behind the scenes and moved the 3 cups and freaking fooled our eyes.
I mean, we won't learn about it till way later.
Hypothetically, if this is true, then what if it's ever proven that Hurricane Katrina was fake too?
Well, that was a whole hurricane.
We still don't know.
Well,
If
I don't think we can cause hurricanes yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I don't think we can have
Especially
power.
back then, right?
Yeah,
We're like running around in a circle.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't hear about these conspiracy theories, so.
You barely heard about the fires today, though.
No, I heard about the fires, but I didn't know how in depth. I didn't do any research on them. I didn't really watch any news, media, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it does kind of sound weird that there's other parts that weren't touched.
That's
That's
what's
weird.
right.
That don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How come
One of
we
our
can't
friends
show
actually
the
just
good
came back.
stuff?
Well, because then people will be like, well, at least this part we could still visit. The narrative is don't visit Maui for the next, I want to say,
And if
3
you think about
years,
it, so let's say
maybe more.
that spot is like protected. They're gonna mark it up the fucking price, bro.
Yeah.
It's all business.
Look, they're gonna be like, there's like, oh, this area was left untouched. Come visit us now. While the
Help us rebuild.
yeah, while the other stuff's happening in the background, like they're constructing, getting all those resorts ready for on
And I'm
the.
sure there's some nonprofits trying to collect on some money too. to rebuild the community.
Exactly, dude. So this is all
going
just
in their
business as
pockets.
usual, man.
What are your final thoughts, Alex? We didn't even ask you.
Oh, me, bro. Like I said, I think this is all just a way to get people out. You know, controlling population. You know, like making sure. You know, because the sirens went off, but nobody could hear them.
Yeah.
Supposedly, that's also what happened too. The sirens, they went off, but the sound was off.
What?
Yep. So
Oh, wow.
the lights were flashing, but you couldn't hear anything.
That's really scary.
What do you mean with the fire trucks?
No.
You know, like they have like emergency sirens.
Oh,
Yeah.
for hurricanes.
Yep.
They put them on, but not really.
They were on, but I guess that day the sound just happened to not work. Can you believe that shit?
Bullshit.
So-
electrical fire, maybe they have electricity.
Well,
No, yeah.
nah, man.
Flashing though. That's
Well, that has an emergency
Yeah.
energy to that.
Oh, that's
See,
true.
so how come the lights can flash,
Batteries.
but the sound can't come out? Huh?
Yeah,
Maybe because somebody muted the sound, Dennis. Maybe, you know, this was done on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll ever find out.
Yeah, well,
Well, we're not gonna find out. It's the government, man.
yeah, we'll find out 10 years later, bro, after the non-disclosure agreement
Declassified.
finishes. Yeah, declassified, brother.
But speaking of wildfires, y'all saw that Twisted Metal?
Oh yeah.
There's this new show catching fire on the Peacock. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's called Twisted Metal.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, okay. We got one viewer. Dennis, have you heard of Twisted Metal?
Yep.
Okay. So, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, actually, I have watched it. There's a new show, like you said, an original from Peacock.
Okay. All right.
And it's actually fucking good.
Oh, so you're telling me a video game turned TV show is good for once?
So some background on it. Yeah, it was a video game first, right? And I believe the game was more of a horror game, right? For those of us who did play the game, it was on you and Ace, right?
Yeah, it's not a horror game, so it's like a fucking it's like a tournament, you know, it's a battle royale, if you will. You know, you pick a character, you have like this tournament, you get a wish at the end, and you just kind of, you know, just battle your royale through the end. You know, it's pretty cool.
I don't know why you're using the word battle royale, man. It's like a multiplayer game with cars.
Are you gonna split that screen, bro? Fuck that.
I mean, most people did.
I'm not.
It was a couch potato.
Most people split that screen before the online was available.
Now, talking about this new show, there's actually a bunch of really good characters, actors that they have. I think here in the background we have a couple of the characters. I think it's Anthony Mackie, but his real name is Clarence.
Yeah, I remember him rap battling a bee rabbit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was like 8 miles down that way.
I didn't even know.
Fun fact: Dennis' favorite rapper is Eminem, and he did not know that Clarence was in the fucking movie. Anthony Mackie. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the Falcon. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, Captain America.
He's Falcon and Captain America. Sam.
Yeah.
Captain My America.
And we're looking at that new character too on the side right there. The clown is Sweet Tooth, famously known. I think he is a wrestler. You said, and he has a different voice actor as well.
So the body actor is a wrestler, Samoa Joe. Voice actor is Will Arnett.
Yep, Will Arnett. So they did kind of like the Darth Vader thing, where they have like a body actor, I guess you could say that, right?
Yeah.
So the guy is Samoa Joe, you know, big frame body, you know, fucking beast of motherfucker. And then Will Arnett's like witty and funny, like, well, he's a comedian, you know.
Yeah,
It's funny.
they've done it before. They did it with Star Wars. They had the body actor of Darth Vader.
That's
and
what
then
I just fucking
They
said.
overlined it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
exactly.
literally just said that shit.
Oh,
That's
you did?
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, bro. I fucking fell asleep right there.
Surprisingly, for what the little I know about the game, like I said, I thought it was a horror game, but if it's more like a fighting game, there's a surprisingly a large amount of comedy in the show, and I'm loving it. You know, every little twist and turn, there's got to be some comedic value to it. It's a really serious show, but it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. There's a really good story so far, and it's been amazing watching so far.
And you said you never watched the show, E-Man?
No, I did watch the show.
No,
I
not
never
the
played
show.
the game.
Played the game. My bad,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting confused.
My bad.
Yeah. Since you've never played the game before, like, did you know any of the characters, or did you just watch it?
I've seen it, but I never played it. It didn't look interesting to me because I never had PlayStation growing up, so
Yeah, me
there was no
neither.
point in me even wanting to play it because I couldn't afford it.
I've been there, done that.
So you guys played all the games?
Shit, bro. They made like 5 of them, bro. 1 through 4.
Actually, well, I just looked it up like today. There's 10 games, bro. 1 through 4. Then they made Black. They made a couple like PSP spin-offs, Head On.
I
Yeah.
don't like the way you said black.
And then they also I I guess re-released it, or they rebranded it. They re-released Twisted Metal on the PS3, and that was basically the last entry. And it's been about 10 years until this new series that just came out this year.
Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. It had online on the PS3.
Yeah, that was basically when they started doing online, because all the entries were before online was a thing. You know, it was PS1, PS2 days.
Yeah, so
You know?
this is the first online one. All the other ones were local.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I remember.
Original computers.
I remember our cousin Fonzo played the shit out of that game, and
He was too good, man.
and he was like top 10 in the world.
He was, and there was people that cheated. So he was probably like top 5.
Yeah. That shit
Yeah, he was on the
crazy.
leaderboards. Like, he was really out there. That shit's crazy.
That's back when he didn't have a job.
It's insane. That's what he invested his time into, because now he has nothing.
Yo, now he has a job. He don't play no more.
But no, I mean, it looks like an interesting show. I'm really hoping to play it. If they do end up making a new game out of this because of it, I'm really interested in watching it.
Honestly, we should have had Fonzo here, man. He probably could have like said like, "No, man, that's a sweet tooth right there, you know."
Nah, we didn't need anybody to start rambling, bro. Because
The rambling man?
he'll take like 2 minutes to ramble about one thing we ask him, and he wouldn't even answer the
But
question.
yeah, this fucking series, bro, like it's crazy, man. Like, you know, that chick is she's the voice actor for Maribel from Encanto and shit, man. You know?
Stephanie Beatrice.
Huh?
Stephanie Beatrice.
Oh yeah. Stephanie Beatriz.
She's cute.
And then you got Mackie, bro. Like, hey, he's pretty funny, man. Like, I know, like, we seen him as the Falcon a lot, you know what I mean? But like, he got some jokes. He's pretty good.
Okay.
I like his
I
style.
like that intro to him is the milkman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so well, I guess we'll jump into it right now. So like
give us the
show,
intro.
right? So Anthony Mackie's character is fucking John Doe. So he kind of doesn't know like his memory and shit. He's a milkman, he's a delivery guy, you know. And like the thing is like you know, when you go out to do these runs and shit, well, you could die because you know it's like a battlefield. You got your vehicle, they're all souped up. You know, everyone's trying to kill each other. You know, it's post-apocalyptic and shit.
And then looking at that post-apocalyptic world, it was caused by Y2K, I believe.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I think it's crazy. Everyone's kind of doing this battle royale out in the world. There are cities, major places that you can live, like San Francisco, New Chicago. So everyone, as soon as you kind of step out of those cities, it's kind of a free for all.
It's a war zone.
It's a war zone. It's amazing. Our main character, John Doe, like you were saying, I think it's a Subaru Impreza
Yeah.
that he has.
Super.
And then since he's known as a milkman, he's actually one of the ones that's been living the longest. He hasn't had any accident. Well, he's had accidents, but he hasn't had any fatal accidents yet. So he's kind of known for being a little bit better than everyone.
So is he like a smuggler, or does he really deliver
He
milk?
does deliveries. Like,
He does runs.
yeah, like people will
Okay.
be like, "Hey, I need this delivered. Or I need you to go pick this up," and then he'll go get it, and then he's successful at it. But you know,
He'll get money, right? Or what do they pay him when?
Depends. I mean, I think
You got it good last time.
yeah, and a little bit of a spoiler alert. There was I think we saw a scene where he brought somebody like a big old bag of dog food, and they gave him a gun. And it was really funny because they were like, "Oh, look, it's, what did they say?"
They're like, "Oh, tonight we feast," you know, and then they fucking picks up the two dog food and shit. So it's kind of crazy.
So
man.
humans were eating the dog food?
Pretty much. I mean, they got excited for dog food.
Sheesh.
But also, so kind of to piggyback off the Y2K thing. So the Y2K thing happened like in 2002, not 2000. Well, 2000. And I guess this has been going on like it jumps like 20 years later. So like they've been in this post-apocalyptic for about 20 years now.
So it's kind of like on our timeline. 2023?
Yeah. So you could say 20 years has passed. So at least from what the flashbacks have been showing right now.
I think it was actually funny from the time skip that they were still in theaters. They were still like A Knight's Tale on the movie theaters and shit. I'm really excited to see a lot of it. I think we're only got up to episode 6.
There's 10 episodes.
There's 10 episodes, so actually we're almost done.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. I have not seen the show. Other than Sweet Tooth, is there any other Twisted Metal characters, or are they all original characters?
Well, the girl, she's Raven. I think there's Sweet Tooth, and then the Reaper.
So my bad. So I'm gonna kind of like correct that. So first episode, I think you saw it too, Dennis. So the I guess the president of San Francisco, that's Raven. So this character, she's just a new character. As far as like who she actually is, she goes by Quiet. But I don't think she's an actual character. I think she's pretty much a original character. Same thing with John Doe.
Sounds like an
'cause,
original character.
At first I thought it was Roadkill, but I'm not too sure now anymore. So I mean, I haven't finished the series, but yeah, it's the Subaru. So I don't know because
Well, you said
Roadkill was like a
he
Mustang.
had amnesia, right? Or he doesn't remember
Yeah,
his
he doesn't
past?
know his yeah. So he
So he
doesn't,
probably doesn't know who he is. So they
That's
might
what I'm
reveal
saying.
that he's a character from the game.
yeah. So Oh, but there is this one specific episode. Did you see that one when they went to the pit stop?
Pit stop.
Fuck. Okay, I saw one episode more. So
motherfucker.
So there's some characters
Couples.
right there. Spoiler alert. So I don't know if you remember the Pizza Boy. Alex, remember?
Oh,
him?
Twisted Metal 4?
Yeah. So the Pizza
Yeah,
Boy's
the
there. There's this drag queen character that's there.
They sound like he was in Twisted Metal 4 as well.
Yeah. And then there's also Mr. Slam. He's one of the original characters.
Yeah, I remember him.
And so they call him Mr. Slam, and Beatrice is all like, so why they call you Mr. Slam? Like, oh, because I have a big ass dong, bro. So he fucking like breaks a watermelon with his fucking dick, bro. That shit's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
They show it?
The dick?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I thought we were getting into the boys.
I guess you.
The series gets a little erotic.
Oh, I remember that part.
But yeah, that's just because I guess they're all like milkman or delivery people. The characters from Twisted Metal that are like actual characters, like the Pizza Boy, the drag queen,
They're
Mr.
milkmen.
Slam. Yeah, well, he's a bartender, but yeah, it's pretty cool how they have callbacks to these characters and shit.
So far, you guys mentioned only Sweet Tooth, Pizza Boy, the drag queen. These
Only?
Hey, man.
That's a lot of characters, man.
These are characters that aren't very well known. That's what I want to see. Like Mr. Slam's the only one that I kind of really remember.
Yeah.
I bet you'd remember that, huh?
No Axel yet. No. Well, as far as the
or outlaw or
the cops are the outlaw, I guess.
Yeah.
do they count? Like, do they call them outlaws? Or
No.
And so it's
They have a
police
cop car.
force. Yeah.
Because these characters are people you pick in the game. Dennis, I don't know if you play the game. You pick these characters, and each character has a different car and they have different play styles. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe the show has different like characters root for, but I guess they went the original character route with these two characters, John Doe and what did you say the other character's name was?
Quiet. So
Quiet.
she's going by Quiet
Yeah,
as of right now.
That's a reference to Metal Gear Solid 5. The same character, the sniper girl character was her name.
Oh, really? I didn't play number 5.
Is the big bad? Have they introduced the big bad in the show? Calypso, because that's
So
he was the main bad guy in the show in the game.
Can I say it?
yeah, go ahead.
They, you know what? They don't mention him by name, but there was a subtle
Graffiti,
hint. There
right?
was some graffiti about him on one of the stoplights. It just said Calypso is real.
Yeah.
So and I know that, and I was like, oh wow, like they don't really say anything about it, but they're kind of trying to like leave like little hints about
Like
it.
whispers and shit, you know.
Well, if they have that, then they're gonna introduce him later on in the season.
So, well, I thought you were about to say it. So, they go to San Francisco with Raven, the character, and the mission is to go get a delivery from New Chicago. And they didn't say it's Calypso, but I'm pretty sure it's fucking Calypso because I put the subtitles on. It's like Calypso. Calypso's the one that gives them.
Spoiler, bruh.
I put the subtitles on. Calypso gives them a package because that's what Raven wanted him to go pick it up and shit. And then like fucking John Doe's like, hey, so are you Calypso? And they're like, what? How do you? No, that's not me. So it was kind of funny, like because it's just like a little like a intercom, kind of like a.
I thought they actually showed his like body.
Well, there was like a shadowy, smoky outline or figure, but it was just a fucking like like intercom, like.
Yeah, well, it could be foreshadowing,
Yeah, probably.
That's how TV shows do it.
Like I said, we're only like 6 episodes in, so we're not too sure.
I said boring.
Watch it.
Man, there's no one cares if there's secret spies and sexy ladies.
007.
Hey, there is that granny character. She fucking writing.
Oh, the sex. She had a sex
yeah.
book and everything.
Yeah.
It was great.
Episode 3, bro. Wait for it. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty nice.
They-
And then
they-
she
they
was
show-
showing us the positions too.
Yeah, I call that the drive-by.
Oh,
or the
yeah.
drive-through.
The
whatever.
drive-through.
Yeah, sometimes you got to put it in reverse. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
old as hell too.
Good position, huh?
Yeah, the drive-through.
Position drafted.
Yeah, sometimes you got to put it in reverse.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, I'm gonna put that hand in
Reverse.
front.
yeah. Oh, so kind of like how you were kind of saying the characters. So I think that character, so the granddaughter of Granny, they call her Grams. I think it's Twister because she had like the fucking the Formula One vehicle and shit. So I don't know if you remember Twister.
Yeah, she would spin around.
Yeah. So maybe she'll come back later. I don't know, man. So it's pretty cool. Like if you know, you know.
Have you noticed any special abilities from the game?
Like missiles.
Oh yeah. So they the cars are all souped up, bro. You know.
No.
Yeah.
Specific to the game, is there anything that relates to the game with special?
Sweet Tooth, I guess.
Well,
Sweet Tooth's
nah.
only one of the specific special.
Well, Sweet Tooth had like a 5 different specials like throughout the games. You know,
The vehicles have like a special, or
they have missiles.
Yeah, that missile.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the thing, but like, well, like
have
Dennis is saying,
machine
like,
gun
if they
turrets?
have like a special ability,
So
kind of
it
like in
sounds
Grand Theft
generic to
Auto.
me.
sounds like
Like Batman,
Fast
you know.
and Furious with guns. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah,
Fast and
pretty
Furious
much,
does
I
have
guess.
guns.
But Fast and Furious is whack.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
but every car had a different special. That was what's cool about the game, right?
That was the game, bro. This is a freaking show.
And to answer you, E-Man, I know Fast and Furious has guns, but do they have guns on the car?
No,
No,
they
yeah.
have guns in the
Fucking
car.
Fast and Furious with guns.
Pretty much.
Okay, I guess that was that important to you.
Yeah, bro.
All right, my bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, man. Episode 6 was Mr. Slam, bro. You're gonna like that one.
Alex, you should fucking watch the show too.
Yeah.
We invited you to watch it today.
Well, you know, I didn't feel like watching it today, but now after you guys talked about it, it makes me want to tune in about it.
It's really
Alright.
good, man. And it got a 70% on Rotten Tomato, 90% critic review and shit.
They already confirmed there's making season 2.
Thank God.
That's all I know.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dennis, what do you think? You're gonna watch it after hearing all about this now, about the sex
I
scene?
probably won't have
Come on, man. You telling me we out of time or what?
time. Yeah. There's no specials.
What do you mean special?
They're all special.
It's a game.
They've only seen 5 episodes. You can't really
6.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
I just watched 7.
If I was
Motherfucker.
producing the series, I would put a special for each vehicle to make it unique for each vehicle to make you want to tune in to the
Well,
next vehicle before it
you know
blows
what?
the fuck up.
John Doe does have that thing where he does in reverse. He like kind of does like the reverse attacks.
But that's not really a special though.
Well, it's kind of special. He like does like because his car is pretty like drifty, and he'll drift no matter what he's on. It
With
could be
the
dirt.
Subi, right?
It could be with the Subaru. It could be the sand. He'll go in reverse, and then that's how he usually kills people.
Tokyo Drift.
Wait,
Yeah.
You reverse backward and run people over?
Now they'll be like going with because you know there's a lot of cars in the show. They'll go straight or something, and then he'll always like reverse, and then like go faster reverse, and then try to get them like that, you know, and then shoot them forward so he can see them.
I have to check it out.
I do like
Yes, you
what
do
they
have to check
do.
it
Like
out.
they have like nicknames and shit. Like they call people that like milkman,
Vultures.
you know, vultures, holy men, butchers and
Yeah,
shit.
there's like a lot of gangs and stuff.
Yeah, or type of
Vigilantes.
people, you know. So it's just pretty cool. Like you know, it's its own like lingo.
Because every, you mentioned all these names, they have a leader. Are these leaders probably based off the game?
Well, so okay, so I guess
Yeah.
we'll talk about Sweet Tooth then. So
That's
Sweet
spoiler
Tooth, he's basically gathering his clowns and shit, or making a cult.
Joker style.
Pretty much. Fuck, I don't want to get too much into it without spoilers, but he starts getting a fucking mob, or like, you know,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
Same
Yeah.
Clown Posse, huh?
Hey, ICP, you know, shout out to ICP. You know? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys know the original name for Sweet Tooth from the video game. Dennis, you probably know. Alex.
Dude, I wish that was a Sweet Tooth. I didn't know he got a name.
Well, you want to take a guess? No.
Well, I know he had a name before he put on the mask, but I mean, I thought he changed in every game. Like I thought he was a different person in every game. No.
Same character, kind of the lore kind of always changed around.
Shifts.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to take a guess?
John Doe.
No, man. The fuck?
Dennis Davidson.
Dickinson?
Dickinson.
Nah, it's fucking
Alex Gomez.
Marcus Kane, bro.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Marcus Kane.
Yeah, that's his real name. You know. And then it turns out, like I just figured this out. In one of the PSP ones,
Main character?
no, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. MC, Marcus Kane.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
In one of the PSP games, apparently, like they somehow become two different people. It's kind of crazy. Like, so he's like a clown and Marcus Kane. So
Well, in regarding to the game though,
Yeah.
so the mask is him. No, that was the curse. because he switches over.
Each game has its own lore, so I'm telling you, like it all
yeah.
kind of changes. So like in the first one, I believe he's like a circus clown, and he just I think his wish is to like become like an insect or some bullshit. Like some of the wishes were kind of stupid or whatever.
Whoa. What are wishes?
Oh,
So-
in the game,
Mhm.
you beat the
Tournament,
story,
yeah.
Win the tournament, you get a wish. Calypso
Yeah.
grants you one wish.
But he usually like screws you over. Usually,
Like a monkey paws.
Yeah.
Wish. Like, be careful how you word your wish.
you really didn't play the game, huh?
Wait, I never finished it. So,
You didn't win. You suck that bad?
so at the end of the game, you're allowed a wish. Is it multiple choice or you're typing in?
No, like you tell Calypso what you want to do, and he usually
It's
fucks you
predetermined on
over.
your character.
Predetermined on your
It's predetermined on your character.
Oh, it's pretty decent.
Predetermined on
Yeah.
your character, yeah. And your character wants a wish, like, you know, they want to be the most richest person.
Double D cups.
Like they had this one character who was like
Oh, who was that one? I forgot that one.
What?
Yeah.
I think it was
Moon Buggy, right? Or no, not Moon Buggy.
some little like
Yeah.
micro car, but yeah, they had a lot of random wishes, man.
But they usually got screwed over. It's
Yeah.
like that's like the cool about it. Like cool about this shit.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like,
So, Calypso won every time.
Calypso was usually like the, I guess you want to say the one that hosted the tournament.
He hosted it, you win, and he granted you a wish, and then he just does the reverse of your wish.
But in number 4, the one that was granting wishes was actually Sweet Tooth. So like each game kind of had its own, I guess, story. You know what I mean?
because at the end of 3, supposedly Sweet Tooth wins, takes the ring that gives Calypso his power.
Oh, you remember?
They kind of just based
Yeah.
off Lord of the Rings.
Give me the ring.
Sweet Tooth takes the ring,
precious.
and he becomes Calypso in Twisted Metal 4.
Pretty much.
Oh shit.
And then in Twisted Metal Black, which is the 5th one, they go like a
More.
super like dark kind of tone, like super, you know, grim. Yeah, bro.
More fucking.
That shit was tight, man. I think honestly that was like the best
Story
one.
of
Hell
Black?
yeah, they had good ones.
Yeah, Twisted Metal Black had an interesting story.
Like
So the producers should have just remade Black.
they
And
could
then
have,
they had a
but
better show.
I mean each character was kind of like its own story, but
I feel like they need to introduce the world to Twisted Metal. Like it won't work right away.
Yeah, they're not doing that. Though.
That-
Yeah,
what do you mean it's
6
doing
episodes
good?
You saw me. We don't know anything about the world except for the driving around doing deliveries.
yeah,
It's
milk
like
runs.
Amazon. What the fuck is that about? We don't need to know about
This ain't
UPS
Prime, man.
drivers with machine guns and cars. Like, it's a little weak in my opinion.
You gotta watch the fucking show, bro,
Yeah,
and play the game and try to
Yeah.
pass the damn game.
Now the game actually sounds more interesting.
It is because it's a game.
Now, did you play each character to see the different wishes?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that would be more
Or
fun.
I saw Fonzo fucking play it, and you know
Yeah.
he won. He finished the game. But like here's like so from Twisted Metal Black, like this is how like dark it is, right? So there's this character called Mr. Grimm. I don't know if he actually comes out, but he's like a motorcyclist and shit. Some of the characters in the previous Twisted Metal, he's like a Grim Reaper. So in Twisted Metal Black, he gets captured, like, you know, a prisoner of war and shit. Him and his buddy, and like he's like they get captured and like, hey, here you go, man. If you're hungry, eat your fucking homie and shit, you know? Like dark shit, bro. That's what I'll tell you.
That
Like,
sounds like a rated R version of Twisted Metal.
yeah. So
I thought
they could have
better.
went like really dark, like Twisted Metal Black, but you know, there's comedy in this shit. It's cool for all everyone, you know.
I think they went the way of Michael Myers, like Halloween, you know, Friday the 13th route.
The reboot trilogy, or
It's the, you know, horror but comedy as well.
you know what? Speaking of horror, I know this is like completely random. Saw 10 is coming out soon.
Huh.
Saw 10, yeah. Didn't see that coming.
I didn't watch any of the first 9.
But yeah,
Saw one specifically.
Oh yeah.
fuck y'all. Guess I'm the only Saw fan here.
Well, apparently.
Well, since things turned grim, let's talk about a recent death. The voice actor of King of the Hill. David
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah, so I don't know if you, ladies and gentlemen, have heard about the latest death in the world.
You talking about Johnny Hardwick, man?
You may know him as I know him as Dale Gribble from King of the Hill.
Yep.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Have in the chat. Yeah, he just recently died. I don't think they have the cause of death yet, but he is no longer among us.
So he actually died at the age of 64. We won't know until exactly what happened to him until we get an exact autopsy.
Yep.
But it's really depressing. I mean, it's not depressing, but it's sad to see one of our heroes pass away, especially after there was some talk about making a reboot about the show.
Oh, I heard about that.
That's right,
So
yeah.
ooh, now that we lost him, that's a very big
I mean,
voice.
they can still do the show, but they're probably gonna have to kill off his character, you know?
May he died out of poisoning.
Yeah, I mean, something, bro. 'Cause
They
I
did that
heard
with a
about
character from The Simpsons. Didn't it kill off Flanders' wife and shit
Oh,
one
yeah.
time?
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. They could,
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
The show could go on, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
How would be a good transition to that though? A good way that they killed him off in the show.
I mean, obviously he smokes cigarettes all the time. They could have the cigarettes kill him off.
Yeah, they'd be like something like, oh, he actually found a real conspiracy and the government took him out.
Oh, that'd be kind of crazy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But nobody would believe it because, you know. he's-
Well, what if Joseph, his son, actually got into it, and that's what his theory all along was? His son starts getting into theories.
You know,
and
that's not his
conspiracy
son, right?
theories. Well,
I'm just saying.
He
Like,
raised him like his son, so
Yeah.
that's his son, alright? How dare you guys?
Mhm.
And Dennis is looking all confused, like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
I
you
bet
didn't see
Dennis-
King of the Hill?
Can someone give him a background on the show?
Nothing to like sink my teeth into.
I mean, I guess
Some glimpses, episodes, but I didn't really remember. Just laugh for the moment and move on.
it's basically like what neighbors. They go outside
Well,
and
neighbors.
they just fucking they drink a beer in the yard and shit, right?
I do remember that part.
Yeah, that's basically King of the Hill. And then like they would actually have episodes eventually.
I remember the son always getting into shit.
Oh, you mean Bobby?
Yeah,
I'm
Bobby.
bobbing.
Yeah, Bobby. And then his sister was like hot or something.
That's his
Luann?
cousin.
Oh.
She was hot though.
But-
You're talking about Luann, and that was his cousin.
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Hey, there's an episode where they got married. They were gonna get married. Remember?
Yeah.
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby and Luann. You don't remember that?
I didn't know they were getting married. I know she was gonna get married a few couple
No,
times or
there's one where
some
she was
shit.
gonna marry Bobby.
Yeah, cause
They were pranking him or something.
Yeah.
Hank Hill and Peggy Hill were pranking Luann, and
Do you remember why?
I forgot why.
He Bobby was messing with her, and then he mixed up her birth control pills that day.
Oh,
So-
and he said she was pregnant.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, you got to be responsible and marry her now." So they messed with him, and like they set up this
Damn,
whole
they
thing.
had some crazy ass stories
That's
back
messed
then.
up.
Yeah, man.
He's
I
like,
mean, it was
don't-
Texas. It wasn't Alabama, but they ain't that far apart, you know.
They were like hillbillies though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then the Asian neighbors would always say that, like, "Look at these rednecks."
You mean Red Dicks? Fucking Kong, right?
I think
Kong.
he was Chinese.
Nah, he was Laotian.
Was he Chinese or Japanese?
Yeah.
It's the ocean, dog.
Yeah. Then he had his daughter, Kong Jr.
I like their dog's name.
Oh,
Doggy?
Doggy.
Yeah.
or do you mean Ladybird?
Oh no, that's the king of that's a Hank's
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really great show.
That's
Very,
pretty cool, man.
Dry humor, like you're not paying attention to what they're saying. You're not looking at it.
Yeah.
So you have to pay attention.
Fucking Peggy Hill has big ass feet, bro. That shit's crazy.
Kind of like that.
Them big feet. You know what they say?
She was #1
Big
substitute
socks.
2 years in a row.
Spanish substitute teacher, bro.
Substitute Spanish teacher of the year
Yeah.
twice in a row.
I don't know if you remember this episode when they go to Mexico or TJ. I think. No, I don't know where.
Oh,
the fuck-
yeah.
They go to Mexico
Yeah.
as a field trip.
Yeah.
She brings back, little
Another
girl from
student.
Mexico,
Oh yeah. Not a student, my
Because
bad.
she doesn't actually know how to speak Spanish, you know?
Yeah.
An illegal from Mexico to Texas.
English,
And then they have like a
English.
court. They have like a court thing that like they're trying to prove that she does not know Spanish at all, even though she's a Spanish teacher. It's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Well, let's stop talking about.
All right.
Let's talk
It was my
about
favorite
Dale.
episode, but
I
yeah.
know, but let's talk about Dale character, okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Peggy Hill, but today's episode's about Dale.
You're right. A little
Rest
homage
in
to
peace,
him, you know.
man.
R.I.P.
What was your favorite episode that involved Dale?
Yeah, Alex.
It's gonna be my favorite one is the one where Hank and his friends try to make Dale's because Dale was depressed for a while, so they made him think he had a bounty hunter mission.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
All
my.
he had to do was go to the train station, pick up
He
a
saw he was getting
suitcase.
followed and shit, right? Yeah, I remember this shit. Yeah.
He had to pick up a suitcase and bring it to where they tell him to bring it. But Dale grabs the wrong suitcase and he starts
He
fighting
robs
with the
it.
guy, thinking he's like that's the challenge. He thought it was too easy, and he literally grabs sand from
Pocket
his
sand.
pocket,
Sha, sha, sha.
throws it at him,
Pocket sand,
makes him
yeah.
run for it.
That shit's
And
funny.
the whole time, Hank and his friends are watching it.
Yeah, in their pickup truck and shit. Yeah.
Using a random phone to call him and tell him take the
No, he's like, this is Mr. Big.
Mr. Big.
This is Mr.
Yeah,
Biggs.
so changes his voice and from Mr. Big that hires Dale Brittle, the bounty hunter, to do this mission for him. And he couldn't
That
do
is a good
right.
one.
That was my favorite Dale episode. What about you, E-Man? Did you see it? What's your favorite episode with Dale in it?
You know what? I'm going to pass it to Ace real quick because I have to think about it, man. There's such a lot of good
All right.
episodes.
A specific episode from Dale is remember when he had that like office job and shit, and like he's not an exterminator anymore, and he has to go to the office.
Because the poisons was affecting his health.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only way to kill was with poison.
Pretty much.
That's his theory.
So that in that episode specifically, that office starts getting infested with I think it was roaches, right? Mainly
Yeah.
roaches.
It got infested by Dale.
Yeah. He brought
his
the
son's,
roaches.
School project to work, which
Yep.
had involved a cockroach farm.
Yep.
And the cockroaches spread through the building.
That shit's crazy. So like, you know, he's like, fuck, there's somebody around it. Then like he has to go like, who's gonna fucking like
He's in
exterminate
the
all these
vents and shit.
yeah, the air ducts, and then like, oh, they're surrounding me. And he fucking does like a barrel roll and shit.
I call this a tornado.
Yeah.
He learns how to kill bugs without poison.
Yeah, by squishing them pretty much. So that shit
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Poison was the only way, but he
and
Valuable lesson that day.
he ended up becoming a hero to the office, and then he ended up teaching people how to become exterminators in that same episode. No, after that.
I think so. I kind of don't remember the ending, but yeah, that was like my favorite episode for, with Dale Gribble and shit.
Yeah.
What do you
Alright.
think? Did you think of one yet?
Yeah, I thought about one. I thought about the one where Dale started realizing that his son wasn't anything like him,
Oh.
and then he started realizing like
Talking
he's
about
like, you know
Joseph?
what? Yeah.
And he starts thinking that he's an alien.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? And him and his son start theorizing, and they're like, you know what must have happened? The aliens must have known of our plan. They must have abducted my pregnant wife, taken or something like that, put my seed or their seed inside of you, and grown. So you're not really my son, and we shouldn't feel bad about being different skin colors and different races, basically.
Yeah, because we all know that Nancy was cheating with John Redthorne.
Yep.
That's insane, man. A whole 20-year, or how many years was it? Like 15 years.
Well, I mean, Joseph, they were like in high school or middle school.
Yeah, it's like 15.
Yeah.
15 years of her cheating, and he didn't have any clue. Have you heard of the theories, actually, now that I have you on the Dale stuff, where he knew the whole time that she had cheated on him?
And he just stays because what?
Well, she pays all his bills.
Well, she is a
She's the news
She's
reporter.
the
She pays
anchor
all his
lady,
bills.
right?
sugar mama.
Yeah,
So he just agrees with it, so his bills were paid for.
yeah.
I mean, that sounds like him.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
cuck.
right? Get in there and massage my wife.
These headaches. Constant headache.
Deal. Oh, that's all right, John Redthorne. Go ahead and massage my wife.
It's taking the fun out of this.
Yeah, damn. So Dennis, you've never seen King of the Hill?
You guys are making me remember an episode with Joseph. Was there one where he was like dealing with puberty? Or
Yeah, he had like a
Oh,
mustache,
yeah.
right? And he was trying to see Luann, and I think who the fuck saw her naked?
He saw Luann naked.
Right? Was he ever in love with Luann? Or?
Well, he like lust over her and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like saw her in the restroom once.
No,
You know what? Actually, bring that up.
no, I know what episode he's talking about. It's the episode where Bobby sees Luann.
Yeah.
Naked,
that's
and
what I
then
was
he
saying.
tells Joseph, right?
He tells Joseph about it. So Joe
Gets a
Joseph,
ladder.
The whole episode was trying to catch her naked in the bathroom.
But you know what?
Who does he catch?
No,
Instead, he catches
Bob.
someone else.
Bobby's trying to stop him from seeing his cousin naked. So every time now she catches him like always seeing her in the restroom or like right in front of the restroom. So she's like, "Oh my god, my fucking gross ass cousin's trying to see me naked," because he's the one trying to take her off. So he always gets the blame for it.
Yeah, Joseph ends up seeing someone naked. I forgot who it was, but it wasn't.
Someone old, no?
It wasn't Luann.
Wasn't it Khan's
Khan's
wife?
wife?
I think it might have been Con's
Min?
wife.
Right?
I think it might have been Con's wife.
Yeah, I forgot her name, but yeah.
Yeah, so Dennis is right. There was an episode where.
Khan's
You
wife
wouldn't
is
remember
hot.
that shit, Dennis. Fucking, and then he had like a mustache too. Yeah, he starts having like a mustache. That shit's funny.
Yeah, his dad starts making fun of him. Like, he tells him, "How's the weather up there?"
Oh yeah, because he got a little bit taller too.
He got
Yeah.
taller. And
I don't know why he got so offended about all that. He's like, "I'm a monster."
he's a kid going through puberty, man. He was like, being
Yeah.
offended.
Wasn't Dale the one that always made sense? That kind of
No,
redirected everyone to make sense?
that's
No?
Hank.
Hank was the
Yeah,
powerful one?
Yeah.
he had a narrow urethra.
Dale was more of the conspiracy theorist. He wrote.
Yeah, he like the nut job, I guess.
Tracked, being listened to, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the stuff he was kind of right, man. The phones do listen to you and shit.
Mm-hmm. There's that episode where they prepared for Y2K, talking about Y2K from earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I think he got he couldn't find any animals to breed, so he got a bunch of gerbils. He's like, I'm gonna breed these gerbils, and we're gonna have gerbil meat for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And he had prepared like a whole tub of like Mountain Dew,
He had Mountain Dew and he had like grains of
cigarettes.
fruit and everything.
Yeah.
And the gerbils escaped and they fucked up his
They open up the tanks. They fuck with the cigarettes. All get wet, so now you can't even smoke them. All the food's opened.
on the ground.
Yeah.
And the rice.
And then he doesn't even have the gerbils anymore.
gerbils escaped.
Yeah.
Everyone's freaking out about Y2K, and then nobody can get propane.
Nobody could do any transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the electrical.
Yeah,
And Hank goes crazy, tries to go buy some dogs. So he's like, I need that fat one right there with a lot of skin.
What's crazy in that episode, Hank actually steals propane. He steals
Oh,
the propane
yeah.
truck. He takes it. All the customers are there asking for propane. He's like, I'm gonna go check in the back to see if we got propane. Literally sees that he has no more propane.
Fucking takes it.
Puts that shit in his truck and drives off with it.
Yeah.
Because he started falling for the conspiracy part.
Yeah.
About what he said. And then Dale takes Hank to Tijuana because he thinks it's better to be in Mexico during the Y2K incident.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Yeah, dude.
I think because the missiles were gonna hit like USA or
There's
something,
the,
right?
The computers were gonna
Yeah.
mess up, and it's gonna cause all these things to malfunction or whatever.
Mhm.
I turned into Twisted Metal after that.
Yeah, it's an apocalyptic world of Twisted Metal.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they're saying that buildings are gonna be burned like the Maui fires. You know, apocalyptic world like the Twisted Metal. You know, all that shit, bro.
It's just crazy out here, man.
You know, unfortunate he's gone. They, like I said, they're probably gonna have to kill off his character because they're gonna reboot King of the Hill. It's gonna take place.
They might do a time jump, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be like Hank as an old man
Oh, okay.
and Bobby as a dad.
Uh-huh.
Not a dad, but you know, middle age. You know, young.
Getting there.
You know, that kind of age.
Okay. I was gonna actually say I had heard some stuff about Luann was actually gonna be voiced by Danny Trejo,
What the fuck?
right? Because he's got like I think it's like from her smoking, getting old, you know, like a redneck.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have to have that manly voice kind of thing going on.
You do know the voice actress of Luann is dead.
Oh, is she?
She's dead. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
even
damn.
more reason they're gonna need Danny Trejo.
Yeah, that's why they kind of like.
They stopped bringing her around,
They
huh?
stopped bringing her around. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they ended up finding like a replacement, but you can tell it's not the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
So this time jump, it might be Joseph older too, maybe with some kids.
No, they probably will be. Well, he will be older.
Yeah, and that would be easy to have Dale maybe a
Die.
memorial plaque or something,
Mm.
and then they
Dale
did
Jr.?
facts about him or something, or try to talk about how he passed.
Like, why are his grandkids also Indian? Native American, I mean, not Indian.
Yeah, wrong one.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, also, another show was by Mike Jugg was what was it? Beavis and Butthead, right?
Beavis and Butthead.
There,
King of the Hill.
there was that character that was based off. Where they got the inspiration from King of the Hill. The older guy, that
One of the characters.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Beavis and Butthead was based. They used that character.
that model as a King of the Hill, yeah, for Hank Hill, yeah. So maybe like that'll kind of like become that character, and if they do a time jump, like depending on how much they jump, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like if he grows old to that character from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, like the same model, I guess you could kind of think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible because in the Beavis and Butthead show, the character was a lot older and he was shaved head.
Yeah. Well, he had like a bucket hat sometimes on, but yeah.
But he was shaved head under that hat.
Mm.
Sha-sha-sha!
Pocket end.
Let's put a bow on it, guys. Final thoughts on today's pod episode. Let's start off with Dennis. What did you think of the episode? Shout outs. Final thoughts.
R.I.P. Dale. R.I.P. everyone in Maui. And Twisted Metal, I guess I'll give him a shot.
No shout outs to anyone, Dennis, other than the Maui victims? All right. E-Man, final thoughts on today's episode. Also, any shout outs you got?
I'm not gonna say anything bad, but I didn't care about any of the deaths about it. Poor Dale or whatever. I don't really know anybody that died in the Maui fire, so I don't care. But I was excited about Twisted Metal, and that's all I care about. It's a great show. I want everyone to watch it, and we can keep talking about it later, especially for season 2. Shout out Krispy Kreme, keeping me big. You know, you already know what you do, baby. Bad Bunny, baby.
Not bad. And what about you, Ace? Final thoughts on this episode and any shout outs?
So it's unfortunate that the whole Hawaii
No, it ain't.
Maui bonfire. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna go till later. Hopefully when prices go down. R.I.P. Dale Gribble. Pocket sand. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a good. It's probably gonna be really cheap to go out there now on vacation. We should
Probably
totally go.
not.
It's probably cheap, no?
Probably not.
Hell yeah.
Especially the ones that the hotel that actually remain like untouched.
Maui, yeah, we're gonna go to Maui. No one's gonna want to visit.
Yeah, people.
They're gonna need that visitor money.
But
It's gonna be like a graveyard.
Even better, man.
Don't you mean like a
It's gonna get me
cemetery?
so horny.
Oh,
that's the same shit, huh? But yeah. So R.I.P. Dale. King of the Hills. Always been I honestly think it's been a better show than The Simpsons, to be honest.
Yeah, look, he.
Do you watch 33 seasons of the Simpsons, bro?
Did you watch the 13
man.
seasons of King of the Hill? Yeah, you did.
On and off. But yeah, R.I.P. to Dale. And yeah, man, Twisted Metal, like, you guys are doing good, man. The only like good original Peacock that I actually like that shit's solid.
We all know you like Peacock.
Peacock. You know, and shout out to my boy, you know, fucking Samoa Joe, man. That shit was a good acting, bro. And
Sure.
Will Arnett, you're fucking hilarious. You already know that shit. You did a great job in the nut job.
Shout out to Raymond, who's been directing this episode on the sidelines.
Appreciate you, man.
Okay.
What do you think, Alex? Final
Yeah,
thoughts.
back to you, Alex.
Today's episode, bro, I thought it was pretty good. We hit some hot topics today for sure. You know, fires was terrible.
Yeah, the temperature's pretty hot.
We don't really know what's going on there, but you know,
Cue Sean Paul.
thoughts and prayers to the victims of these fires.
You pray?
Well, I do now.
Oh, okay.
Also, thoughts and prayers to Dale's family. Unfortunate to lose another famous voice actor. That's the second time someone's died from that show.
Luann's voice actor died too, huh?
Yeah, she died too, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So this is another one. So I think they're probably gonna have to kill off his character for the reboot that's gonna come out.
But who's gonna voice act Lady Bird? Oh, she's probably gonna be dead in the new show.
Lady Bird the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, woof.
Also, I want to definitely check out the Twisted Metal show. Now that you guys,
Please
you know,
do,
I've heard
baby.
such praise, you know, and the reviews are saying it's
Yeah, they're good, bro. Like 90%, you know, 70%.
So now, like, I'm like, okay,
Shit's
I
good.
guess I'll check this out. Especially from a person that likes video games, to see a video game turn into a show.
Doing good.
Doing good, not like the Master Chief show.
Yeah.
Bad Buddy Baby.
Terrible, bro. Jesus. But that's in a whole nother episode. We'll talk about that. And I want to give out a couple shout outs. You know, a shout out to Hella Cakes. Shout out to Armando. Shout out to
Mondo.
Dizzy Dabster. Shout out to
Dizzy Dabster.
Shout out to Beer
Drew.
Tuesday. Shout out to Raymond for directing. Shout out to Albert, the director. Shout out to E-Man and Ace and Dennis for being here today.
Hey, you already know,
And,
bro.
shout out to
Bad Bunny, baby.
Aaron, who was not available to be here today.
Oh, wait, I got another shout out. My bad. My bad
Aaron's
to
not
cut you
here?
off.
And that's all my shout outs. You go ahead.
Oh, so shout out to Double P, Peso Pluma, baby.
Yo, yo.
Yo.
Shout outs before I end it off.
Send it
Nah.
off. Send it
But we
off.
out of time, baby.
We out of time, and tune in next week. We're gonna go hard again.
Please like and
Again.
subscribe.
Let's